After 4, federal agents served search warrants at several locations in Lancaster, from the home of a former vice mayor to City Hall.
Plus, burglars ransack a local home. Now the homeowner is sounding the alarm as recent break-ins in the San Fernando Valley keep neighbors up at night.
And a life-saving takedown, a high school principal risks his life to protect his campus from a school shooting. A chilling fight for flight moments up next. But we begin with breaking news: a shooting near a middle school in North Hills.
Des and Shaw live over the scene in SkyCal with what we know so far. Des. Oh yeah, trying to clean it up a little bit. Okay. Does it look better? It's okay. All right, guys, we'll stay on top of this. Well, federal agents descending on Lancaster today, raining on former top city leaders' home and offices inside City Hall.
Questions and swirling after the FBI confirms search warrants were served, but right now they won't say why. CBS LA's Jasmine Beal live at Lancaster City Hall with what we're learning tonight. Jazz?
Hey, Vin. I don't know if it's easily accessible, but you know the speaker out here? Oh. Sports? Oh.
Looked out my window, said it was upstairs, and I could see the FBI with their guns drawn on the house.
Yeah. Yes, thank you.
Warrants in the offices at Lancaster City Hall. Lancaster Mayor Rex Parris telling me by phone he was caught completely off guard. Parris says the city has been under scrutiny before with subpoenas issued years ago.
They subpoenaed documents about 2.5 years ago.
It's R. Rex Paris. Yeah, it is a bad photo.
What? Me? Who?
Community advocate and educator says he's been raising these concerns for weeks about possible corruption.
There's more to it. This is just the tip of the iceberg. We think that millions and millions and millions of dollars of taxpayers' money have been...
What up, YouTube?
What is clear is that for many residents, their trust in the city is on shaky ground.
It doesn't give me any confidence, for sure, in what City Hall is doing.
All right, back out here live right in front of City Hall. You know, again, the FBI is not saying what this investigation is about. We have reached out to the former vice mayor for any kind of comment on the FBI investigation and the raid at his home. We have not yet heard back. We're also still waiting to hear from the city and if anyone else was involved. Live in Lancaster, Jasmine Beal, CBS LA.
More to come, Jazz. Thank you. A deadly stabbing investigation shut down the entrance and the parking lot of Union Station this morning. When the LAPD and LA City Fire arrived, they found a man in his 40s stabbed multiple times in critical condition.
Sorry, Marco, what?
On Street. They determined he was stabbed across the street and walked to the entrance of Union Station, where security guards found him bleeding profusely. He was rushed to a local trauma center where he died. Homicide detectives are working on the identity of the victim and also the suspect.
Well, the search continues for a gunman who shot a man in West Hollywood in front of his family. It happened just after noon Tuesday near Fairfax and Norton Avenues. A neighbor says that man may have been shot in the leg. Now, there's still no information on a possible suspect or motive. This is actually the second shooting in West Hollywood in less than a week. Investigators are still trying to figure out who that suspect is in the shooting that happened last Thursday just a half mile away.
Amy, a local homeowner is reeling after burglars ransacked her house. This is the latest in a string of break-ins happening at homes and businesses across the San Fernando Valley. Joy Benedict is live now in Valley Village. And Joy, you talked to the homeowner.
Yeah, Juan, I mean, it feels like this is happening all the time, at least to folks who live here in this community. That may not be the reality, but when it's your home, it hurts. And all of this took place late last night here in this home behind me. Not a lot to see from the outside, but inside, it's quite a mess.
This room, you will see the mess.
It is a heartbreaking sight for Osnat Miara to see the damage left behind by burglars in her Valley Village home.
It's terrible, you know. It's not a good feeling that, you know, somebody walked into your closet and opened the drawers.
Furniture tipped over, her closet ransacked.
Michael, this connected to
and
the
glass
pursuits
shattered
yesterday?
as she spent the day cleaning,
I don't know.
trying to understand why.
I want to believe that they wouldn't come in if I was home, you know, if they would see the car and lights and, you know, my kids are here. If they saw that the car's not here, it's too dark.
The break-in happened around 9 in the evening on Tuesday. She says she got a call from her alarm company that the sensors had gone off. By the time she got here, the house was dark, the cameras off, and she called her son.
You walked through the stairs and you saw some jewelry on the stairs.
We called 911 right away. Also last night, a second burglary about 2 miles away on Hesby. It's not clear if they were connected.
Very sad, but I hear it so much lately. I don't know if I'm surprised.
Homes not the only targets for recent burglaries in the area. This North Hollywood coffee shop hit just last week. But the LAPD says burglaries are actually down, not only in this area, but citywide. So far this year, there have been 156 burglaries investigated by the North Hollywood Division. That's down 45% from this time last year. And citywide, the LAPD has responded to 2,462 burglaries, down 32% since last year. But of course, this isn't a crime of numbers. It's a violation of space, a theft of personal property and memories. Which is hard for homeowners like Miara to understand. Although her security cameras appear to have been disabled, her neighbors caught 2 men in her home sitting in a black car. And although she doesn't know if she'll ever see her things again, she hopes they're caught before they do this again.
I'm very thankful. I wasn't here.
Now, right now, investigators don't have a lot of information on the suspects, but if you recognize them from that video or, of course, the vehicle, you're urged to contact the Los Angeles Police Department. Juan?
Thanks, Joy.
Well, a USC student who lost an eye during a No Kings protest in downtown LA says the Department of Homeland Security has been turned into what he calls a weapon of terror. Tucker Collins spoke out today along with his lawyer and mother. The 18-year-old says he was documenting last month's protest unprovoked when a DHS agent fired a projectile striking him in the eye. Now he's blind in the right eye. Collins says the attack was unjustified.
There was no way in which I was a danger to anyone. There's no way in which I was doing anything at all, except just taking photos, taking videos. That was the extent of what I did. And you know what I got from that is I lost an eye.
Do you see the connection between like what you're doing with the government and what is happening to your people?
Well, the lawyer says he has filed a claim, which is the first step toward a civil rights lawsuit against the DHS. And the DHS disputes the allegation, saying its officers use only the minimum force to protect themselves.
Fallout on Capitol Hill is intensifying after California Congressman Eric Swalwell announced his resignation amid allegations of sexual misconduct. Workers removed the nameplates from the offices of former Congressman Tony Gonzalez, a Texas Republican, and Swalwell. The two submitted resignation letters. Both face allegations of sexual misconduct. Gonzalez admitted to an affair with a staffer who later died by suicide. Swalwell is facing allegations from several women, ranging from sending inappropriate pictures to sexual assault, which he denies. House Speaker Mike Johnson today reacted to the resignations.
We will bring exact punishment upon those who violate that sacred obligation they have to be a good steward and a boss over their staffs and to not use that position for that kind of terrible activity. I don't know what else to
facing ethics investigations. Republican Corey Mills has been accused of dating violence and campaign finance violations, and Democrat Sheila Shafillis McCormick faces a federal indictment alleging she stole $5 million in FEMA funds, funneling most of it to her congressional campaign. Both have denied any wrongdoing.
President Trump says the war in Iran is, quote, very close to over. President indicated a new round of negotiations between the United States and Iran could happen soon. Now, the comment comes
Thanks,
as
Vin.
a Pakistani delegation arrived in Iran to help arrange a second round of negotiations. The Trump administration is trying to increase pressure on Tehran with a military blockade of the Strait of Hormuz. U.S. Central Command posted on social media today that during the first 48 hours of the blockade, no vessels made it past U.S. forces and 9 vessels turned around.
Strait of Hormuz has not been completely reopened, so we will see. And I'm optimistic that maybe some of the with a Korean front of it sooner rather than later.
Well, President Trump posted on social media that China is, quote, very happy he is permanently opening the Strait of Hormuz, and the country has agreed not to send weapons to Iran. China buys more than 90% of its oil from Iran.
Coming up next at 4, a different kind of hazard near the links.
Yes, the local golf course that dodged disaster after wildfire came uncomfortably close to the green.
And I'm 7 editor Mike Rogers at the desk. An hours-long standoff in Sun Valley finally over this afternoon. What we're learning about the person they were after. That's ahead at 4.
UCLA leaders say they noticed a connection between physical fitness and academic strength. Just ahead here on CBS LA, a look at what they've created here on the Bunch Middle School campus in Compton.
Oh, that was only a 1 block of news, huh? Wow.
Yeah. Oh.
Full. If I were at a restaurant, I'd be pushing away from the table and asking for the check.
Yeah, it should be going right now.
In a box. It's a go box.
Okay.
No.
There you go, Vin. It's on.
I'm glad that Ticketmaster's in trouble.
Yeah. I've been listening to about like the Olympic tickets and the city council just like saying, you know, you're charging all these fees for those $28 tickets.
Yeah. And a fee for what is all electronic.
Well, I guess the city wanted $1 per ticket to do some repairs to the city or get the city ready, and they told them no, and instead they charged these fees, which can be I got a time slot, but everything was so expensive that I didn't buy anything. I mean,
Hey, I'll just give you a heads up.
what's that?
I'm gonna help out with editing stuff for that.
Well, my boys wanted basketball. I hate to say it out loud, I could care less. I don't like the big events, I don't like the crowd, so that I thought, oh, maybe my boys will want to go. And they said that they would like to see basketball, so when I was looking, I found like some $300 tickets for a game at 11:30 p.m. Like, really? 11:30. I was like, and you don't even know who they're gonna play.
Right.
So I'm like, for $300, I can get my boys like NBA tickets that they know the team. Yeah, they much prefer Laker tickets than some random.
No kidding. I went to a Laker game.
Yeah. Did you get any? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So much for $28. Well, an hours-long standoff in Sun Valley finally comes to an end after SWAT officers move in.
CBS LA assignment editor Mike Rogers at the desk. Mike, you learned this actually started on the other side.
Other side of town, it was West LA division of the LAPD that started all of this. The officers over there at the Foothill station tell me it was West LA officers that were doing a follow-up investigation on a burglary suspect that took him to this home in Sun Valley. You'll see SkyCal overhead just as the SWAT team was here. This had gone on 4 hours. Talking 5:19 in the morning is when this first started, and it wasn't over until close to 2 o'clock this afternoon. So a very long day for the people in that neighborhood. You see the SWAT officers fanned out across the home, holding the perimeter there and trying to negotiate with this suspect to come out. Ultimately, that suspect did. It's unclear exactly what finally was the factor that got him to surrender, but after several hours of being holed up inside of this home, which by the way we believe to be his own home, we don't think this was a home that he broke into, he was finally taken into custody by those LAPD SWAT officers. Detectives from West LA Division were there waiting for his surrender to be able to take him into custody and question him in at least one burglary, a home burglary that he was allegedly responsible for. There he is being taken into custody there in handcuffs. Doesn't appear that they had to use any other means to get him out other than finally maybe just coaxing him out. You see him talking to detectives there. So LAPD's West LA station will handle this investigation, even though it happened up in the the Sun Valley area of the San Fernando Valley. But after a very long day for the people that live in that neighborhood, that situation is finally over.
That's good. Mike, thank you. A public golf course in Moreno Valley comes dangerously close to being destroyed by fire. A month after it happened, investigators still don't know what caused it.
CBS LA's Zach Coletto tapped on the course with golfers reliving those tense moments.
Low-flying firefighting planes and flames coming down the mountainside as the Springs fire burned in Moreno Valley earlier this month.
Man, this is crazy how close it came to this golf course.
The mostly grassland fire, fueled by fast-moving winds, sparked near Gilman Springs Road.
Caden, which sidewalk was it originally on?
Moreno Valley Homes, the Lake Paris Recreation Center, and the Rancho
Yeah.
del Sol Golf Course.
Hey, so Des, the story here is an encampment that used to plague the front of the post office here. So if we can focus on the sidewalks in front of the post office, that would be great as well.
Showing how close the flames came to the fairway.
The Springs fire was so close to burning all the way up to the golf course, but what stopped the flames were fire crews who dropped this pink phosph check on the rocks here.
You can see the retardant gets all of the orange-red hue, and the burn came right down to the grass line here, and that's as far as it went.
The Springs fire burned over 4,000 acres and forced thousands to evacuate their homes before Riverside County and CAL FIRE crews were able to fully contain it. No injuries, no structures damaged.
I didn't know, this is the first time I played it since the fire. I didn't realize, I knew it was close, but I didn't know how close.
I never thought a fire would be a concern, and because they keep it well manicured, you know what I mean? So I don't know how it happened, but like I said, I'm happy they stopped it.
While the cause of the Springs fire is still under investigation, these golfers are grateful for the firefighters who helped put it out so they can continue to play their home course.
I didn't think we had a golf course to come home to, but
Copy.
luckily we did.
In Moreno Valley, Zach Coletto, CBS LA.
Well, a cooler morning has turned into a beautiful afternoon across SoCal.
It sure has. The meteorologist Evelyn Taft down here to break down a warm-up for the upcoming weekend.
Hey, are you having Brittany pop up at 6, or do you want me to handle it at 6? Okay, cool. Bye. Hey guys, has anyone called Mission? I'm gonna call them, but I just don't want to double bug them if you guys already did. Copy. I'm gonna give them a call.
All right, thanks so much. Coming up, a warming trend that you may not even notice. It's actually happening after dark. The growing climate concern while we sleep.
Plus, ticket trouble, a jury dealing a blow to Ticketmaster and Live Nation after it was accused of stifling competition and driving up fees for fans.
Hey, it's Mike at CBS. How are you? I'm good. Hey, that ADW shooting in Mission. The victim, I know it's a juvenile. Is it teen? Is it child? Do you know? Ah, jerks. Okay, and then suspects. I know they maybe detained somebody. Is that still the case? Okay, so no one's in custody. Okay, and no condition on the victim, right? Perfect. Thank you. All right.
It'd be like the next day.
Hi YouTube. Hello everyone. Wilson, what's up? Miguel, the chopper's headed back to the shooting outside the middle school in North Hills. Oh, excuse me. Mm-hmm.
Who's got YouTube over there?
There's YouTube on.
YouTube's on today, yes.
Hello, YouTube.
Yes. Hi. That's fine. And also, I mean, I'm up to you guys, but she's new. If you want to let her gather, I don't mind doing the 5. Yeah. Okay. Because when we don't gather, we miss things like we did the other day. Yeah. Yeah. Right. 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 When are we making that call? Because I'm. Okay. And then what were we doing there originally? Oh, Westlake. Right.
When we talk about climate change, most people think about hotter afternoons. Scientists say one of the clearest signs signals is
Okay.
here.
Well, I'm gonna stop building North Hills, and I'm gonna build Westlake at 5:30, and then if we need to, we can pull Westlake up, and do. What was I gonna do? Oh, do the other thing at 5:30. Yeah. Is that okay? All right. I'm gonna work on Westlake. All right.
Temperatures are one of the strongest climate signals in our region. Data from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration shows overnight temperatures across Southern California have warmed about 3 to 4 degrees since the mid-1900s. And in many locations, nighttime temperatures are rising faster than daytime highs. In Los Angeles, the number of warm nights when temperatures stay above 70 degrees has more than doubled since the 1970s, especially over the last 2 decades. So why are nights warming faster? Normally after sunset, the Earth releases heat back into space, but greenhouse gases act like an atmospheric blanket, trapping more of that outgoing heat. And here in Southern
Yes.
California, urban heat island effects amplify the
Did not answer.
concrete, asphalt, and buildings absorb after sunset. And warmer nights matter more than you might think. They increase heat stress during heat waves because our bodies never fully cool down. They strain energy systems as air conditioning runs all night long. And they dry out vegetation that fuels those wildfires and even stress crops and ecosystems. So while hot afternoons grab our attention, for those of us studying these changes, the real climate signal in Southern California is the temperatures that are happening while we're asleep. Marina Jurica, CBS LA.
And CBS LA is teaming up with
Copy.
Bay and the Wyland Foundation to make Earth Month count. Join us this Saturday morning at Gilda Bay's Nothing But Sand Beach Cleanup. We're going to be there from 10 in the morning until noon near the Santa Monica Pier. To sign up, just visit cbsla.com/earthmonth for all the information in that link. And if you're out there, we hope that you'll stop by our CBS LA Cares booth and say hello.
That's right. And coming up here at 4:30, not on his watch.
School principal puts his life on the line to stop an active school shooter on his campus. The dramatic takedown that saved lives.
And I'm Simon editor Mike Rogers here at the desk. New details about a deadly crash stemming from a police pursuit in Orange County. The status of the other women involved. That's ahead.
Oh my gosh! It's drum and sharks! Whoa, this is crazy!
A fisherman realizes he's smack dab in the middle of a huge shark feeding frenzy. His hair-raising close encounter.
So I'm in the ocean, the sharks all around me. The last thing I'm doing is filming. I'm like hanging on, I'm like,
But remember, Amy,
we're a
today's
different
world,
generation.
nothing happened when you have to do it.
It's true,
Never
that's
happened.
true.
Never happened. Oh, you probably saw a dolphin.
Yeah, whatever. But I'm trying to survive. I'm not trying to video.
Hey.
I know.
Okay. All right, bye.
Like I need
Right
to.
there, exactly.
Yeah. Snakes are my number one. Young ladies reached out to me from UCSB, and I was like, they actually get a decent panel.
I gotta say, that's one thing I'm gonna say. I get sick.
But because people at the truck seem to know when they reach out, but then when they put me on the picture.
Yeah.
Do you want that? I'll put that right.
It might be active.
Yeah.
It's 2 minutes.
Oh.
So I can have the guy with the sharks.
Yeah.
This is CBS LA at 4.
Now at 4, stunning new video from a school shooting and the heroic act that saved lives.
It shows that principal tackling a gunman in the campus lobby without any hesitation. CBS LA's Skylar Henry shows us how the terrifying moments unfolded.
Newly released surveillance video shows the gunman opened fire in the lobby of Oklahoma's Falls Valley High School last week.
He used to be our tactical guy.
Later, Principal Fred Hill faces into the hallway, pushes the gunman onto a bench and holds him down, before another staffer jumps in to keep the weapon away.
We're about a population of 5,200 people here in the community. Certainly don't expect these type of situations to happen in the town.
More
There were. I don't. There's some parents right here still.
Stable condition. No one else was home. Law enforcement identified the suspect as a 20-year-old former Falls Valley High School student. He was arrested and faces charges including shooting with intent
Yeah.
to kill. He was pleaded not guilty.
That's up to you. I mean,
Mayor Jocelyn Rushing spoke to our Oklahoma City affiliate KWTV.
I've known Kirkmore for at least 25 of his 35 years in the school system, and he's a fine man who loves the students.
In a statement, Moore credited, quote, my instincts and training, as well as God's hand for allowing him to subdue the threat, and said he looked forward to returning to work.
He got up like the rest of us to go to work. Who drove Murphy? Dad. So just want to say thank you.
According to an affidavit, the suspect told investigators he didn't like Principal Moore and intended to kill him. He has pleaded not guilty and remains in custody on $1 million bond.
Well, we do have an update to a deadly pursuit crash in San Clemente. The 3 surviving victims making progress in their recovery.
Simon Editor Mike Rogers at the desk. Mike, the recovery for these 3 women comes after their close friend was killed in the crash.
yeah, killed in this crash in particular, this pursuit crash down there in San Clemente. This happened in the early morning hours. I want to show you some video of that crash scene. Pretty horrific here as the Orange County Sheriff's Department was chasing a stolen U-Haul van through the neighborhood there. Ultimately ended in this crash, killing one of the women. 3 others were seriously injured. Now, tonight we know there is a good update for the 3 remaining women that were injured in this. One of them, the most severely injured, has finally been taken off of a ventilator, which obviously is good news, especially when you get put on a ventilator. The other 2 women have already been discharged from the hospital. So there is good news here in relation to this. Unfortunately, they say they did lose their best friend, but there's one of the women that is still in the hospital recovering after this horrific crash. The suspect in all of this was dealt with by the Orange County Sheriff's Department. It was a big scene down there when it happened in San Clemente. Obviously rattled that neighborhood. That's a very quiet neighborhood down there in South Orange County that was dealing with all of this. So it's unfortunate they lost their friend, but it is good news tonight that the 3 remaining victims here are starting to make progress in their recovery.
That is really good news. Okay, Mike, thanks. You know, we want to go back to some breaking news. A shooting near a middle school in North Texas.
Desmond Shaw live over the scene in Sky County, Desmond.
Juan and Amy, just noticing a bunch of parents have gathered here. This is on the Sepulveda side of the school. We've been seeing some parents going in and out, and I think retrieving some of their children. There had been a long line earlier right in this area. I don't believe the school is on lockdown or anything like that. And, you know, this shooting happened around 3 o'clock, which in theory was when students were getting out of school anyway. Still have the huge LAPD police presence here, talking to witnesses and trying to kind of piece together everything that happened. Again, that one juvenile that was shot dead in front of Sepulveda Middle School here on Plummer Street, taken to the hospital in another condition. Unclear if anyone is in custody. Juan and Amy, back to the studio.
All right, keep us posted. Desmond, thank you. Federal jury has found that Ticketmaster and Live Nation had a harmful monopoly over big concert venues. Manhattan jury's decision upholds complaints that the entertainment company was suppressing competition and driving up fees for fans. The Justice Department and 39 state attorneys general sued Live Nation in 2024. They allege fans, artists, and venues were harmed by Live Nation's partnership with Ticketmaster. The suit claimed the company controlled, quote, virtually every aspect of the live music ecosystem, end quote. During the second week of the trial, the DOJ struck a secret settlement with Live Nation. More than 24 states continue to take their case to court. A second trial will be held to decide what remedies and structural changes should be made.
Well, turning the baseball season into a cross-country fundraiser for childhood cancer research. Scott and Ethan Pesh are cycling across the country and Canada to visit 30 major league baseball stadiums. Their mission to raise $1 million for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Now today, the father and son stopped by Dodger Stadium. Their mission was inspired by the daughter of one of Scott's college professors. She was treated at St. Jude before she died.
I find myself on the bicycle, and if I'm struggling for whatever reason mentally, I just think about what they're going through mentally in their families. And it helps me go further.
This is a much bigger thing than just the 2 of us.
Good, well said.
Everybody that is dealing or has dealt with cancer, it's for them. That's what we're doing it for.
Well said.
A great team there. Their 9,500-mile journey started on baseball's opening day in Seattle and
Jim Hill is in Intuit Dome with more on this must-win game for the Clippers, Jim.
Must is putting it very lightly. They better win this game. That is for sure because tip-off is set for 7 o'clock here at the Intuit Dome as the Clippers will take on the Golden State Warriors in a do-or-die game. Now, to lose if this game will be eliminated from postseason play. Now, here we go. The Clippers lost 2 of their final 3 games to slip into the 9th seed in the West and are playing for the right to advance and face the Suns on Friday in Phoenix for the 8th seed. After a 6-21 start, the Clippers were able to turn things around and finish the year 42-40. But a loss tonight, and the Clipper season is over.
Cal Fire is requesting a full state response to a vegetation fire in Harupa, 10 closest section for structure protection. Let me take a look at that.
Okay, now, Clippers beat writer Farhad Issue Charlotte. And Farhad, let's talk just a little bit about the issues that this Clipper team has tonight.
I think the biggest issue they've had is, it's 2 things. One, they kind of seem tired because when you're 6-21 and then you have to work this hard to get all the way back, every game has been Game 7 playoffs for you. And now on top of that, having no backup centers, Yannick has been out. Isaiah Jackson got out, but it looks like he's going to play. He was warming up and he's been upgraded to probable. Not having that has also been a big deal matchup-wise. That's why they kept losing against like a bigger team like the Portland Trailblazers. But the big issue is Benedict Mathurin hasn't been what he was all season. That, in that game the other day against the Portland Trailblazers, they expect something big out of Mathurin. He played probably 5 minutes and got pulled out of the game. That's like pulling out your 6th man of the year.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about Steph Curry now and his effect on this particular contest.
Steph is always the worst person you'd want to go against in a 1-game scenario.
Copy, thank you.
Because he can either get
Chopper 7 is going.
40 points, 50 points, 60 points, or he can
Hey, Des, I understand Fox is going to use you over the shooting at 5. I'm going to do the hit. I'll use your live pictures only. And then, guys, I'm going to toss it in Slack, but also monitoring a brush fire in Harupa Valley.
All right, Jim and Farhad, thanks so much. Coming up, a feeding frenzy at sea.
Oh my God! Wait, are those sharks?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. A jet skiing fisherman has a whale of a tail to tell after suddenly finding himself surrounded by
Hi. So I know it's like technically correct, but I hate the term juvenile because it's so indescriptive. But do you prefer, I mean, I don't know if this kid's a teenager. Like, I don't know if they're 17. I don't know if they're 12. Do you prefer me to just stick with juvenile, or do you think child is okay as long as they're under 18? Okay. To me, it says a little younger than 17, but I just, the word juvenile is just so clunky.
Okay.
Right.
Because he's your favorite?
Correct. I'll say a child, and I'm just going for a super. Like, do you want me to put? No. Okay. I mean, or I could just keep it generic and say shooting near middle school. Okay. All right, and then I'll walk through it with on TV. Okay, bye. Miguel, Trevor's not going anywhere. I think he's just cruising around until 5.
One is dead following a tunnel collapse in Northern California. It's happened just outside the community of Knights Ferry, about 30 miles east in Modesto. One person managed to escape before rescue crews arrived, but a second victim remained trapped inside and was later confirmed dead. She has been identified as a 35-year-old employee for the engineering and design firm involved in that tunnel project. The cause of the collapse is being investigated.
Well, LA County is calling housing insecurity a public health crisis. The County Board of Supervisors has voted to prioritize affordable housing for unincorporated areas and coordinate efforts across agencies. And while it's not an emergency declaration, officials say unstable housing fuels illness, trauma, and health disparities. The county plans to preserve affordable housing, prevent evictions, and address health impacts.
No, I'm okay with it. We'll just monitor.
All right, attention all you procrastinators. Today is tax day. Expert advice using electronic filing for last minute submissions. Apparently that's going to help. For mailing returns, they suggest going to the post office and requesting a dated local postmark. Taxpayers who can't make the deadline can request an automatic 6-month extension. Otherwise, they'll face a late filing fee for each month their federal return is overdue. And even with that extension, filers still need to pay what they owe, even if it's an estimate. That's to avoid a separate late penalty.
Well, kids nowadays can often get around age rules online by entering a fake birthday. But now the European Union is clamping down with a new age verification app. And the system confirms a user's age with a passport or national ID card, but doesn't share personal information with platforms.
This app gives parents, teachers, caretakers a powerful tool to protect children, because we will have zero tolerance for companies that do not respect our children's rights.
Tech firms that don't comply with ID checks could face financial penalties. At least a dozen countries in Europe are already setting or considering minimum age limits for social media, typically between 13 and 16.
So they come here throwing names in the nest. How you can help name the big bear eaglets when they spread their wings into a new era.
Plus, what's being done to strengthen the connection between physical fitness and academic performance for underserved communities.
Okay, Amy, let's go.
We're going?
Yeah.
Where are we going?
To the ARV.
You go wherever you want.
What are we reading here?
What?
EFO3? K2F.
Marco Matches.
I'm not Juan's paying attention.
Someone has to.
Somebody has to keep the train on the tracks. It's long.
Thanks, Jules. Appreciate it. Jules watching it on the UC San Diego cameras too. How's everybody? Cece, Wilson, how are you guys doing? Hi there, it's Mike at CBS. How are you? Living the dream. Question for you. You guys posted on Facebook today, I think it was Facebook, about the number of structure fires you've had in April related to construction and repairs. Oh, okay, so 90 in April, not all of them related to construction. Got it. Okay, and the yeah. And how? I mean, like, what's an average number of that you guys would see with that? Related to construction, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to give it some context because when we say like there's an uptick, I'm trying to like kind of quantify that, like how much of an uptick, you know what I mean, or if it's just anecdotally. Got it. Okay. And that's fine too. And right. Actually keeping that stat. Does this and this happen every spring? Ish? Yeah. Okay. But this spring at least, people are starting to do more home work, and that's kind of what's seeing the uptick. Oh, really? And then you had Magic Castle that same day. Related. That way. Yeah. Volcom, we are not headed out there at this point. Right. That makes sense. Make things more susceptible. Okay, cool. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Take care. Bye. Yes.
Can you be in my headline?
Sure.
I'll cut you video.
What are you doing, the 6?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll cut you video on Magic Castle.
Oh, yeah, no, use the Beverly Crest one.
Beverly Crest?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll cut that. And then, can you do your hit and she be at the interview at the same time?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep.
Here's my #1 headline. In more ways than one.
Thanks, Cal.
Sure.
That's just how the world looks when you're 14. UCLA says their data suggests it's the perfect time to start the habits that shape healthy lives. I didn't think I would go through school with all this equipment unless I was in high school or something. Tara Finstrom, CBS, LA.
Well, the wait is almost over for the official opening to LACMA's newest installation, the David Geffen Gallery's house, a permanent collection of art that spans hundreds of years. LACMA demolished 4 buildings to make space for this new 347,000 square foot facility. The $700 million project was funded in part by LA County and private donations.
The idea to create a centric place here in the middle of this huge, diverse metropolis. And really art represents us. The diversity of people is the diversity of art.
attention, Boyle Heights, we want to hear what's on your mind. And no one understands this community better than you do. So join us for coffee with CBSLA at Picaresca Tío Pepe. We'll be there live Tuesday, April 21st from 7 to 10 in the morning. Grab a cup of coffee on us and let's talk about the issues that matter to you most. Well, what should these adorable chicks be called? The contest is underway to name the new eaglets in Big Bear. We saw them hatching earlier this month. Latest additions to Jackie and Shadow's growing family.
Well, here's a live look at the eagle's nest high up in a tree. The suggested names must be gender neutral because, you know, we don't know the eagle's gender yet. And after the names are submitted, the
Yeah.
finalists
She used to
will be
write
given
for,
to students
she used to
at
work for
Big Bear Elementary
DreamWorks.
to
Oh, yeah.
vote on them. You have until April.
Two copters, two tankers. Thank you. So YouTube, this is a good example of like how we make decisions here at the desk. So the fire out there in Hooper Valley, like, yes, it's 10 acres. Yes, they've got tankers coming to it. Yes, it's, you know, there's a structure threat. The problem is for us, because of where we're at, I mean, we're in the San Fernando Valley right now. By the time I get to Harupa Valley, a fire like this is going to be out or largely out. So, you know, what we're doing in Slack and on the phone and all that is making kind of like risk versus reward decisions here. Like if we go all the way out there, we could potentially miss something big here. And when we get there, the fire is likely going to be under control, especially now that they've got tankers headed out there. Because it's, you know, fires in the Inland Empire are largely smaller grass fires. There's not a lot of big vegetation. So by the time we get out there, it's probably going to be out. So that's probably, we're monitoring it on, you know, the cameras and keeping an eye on it. But that's how we kind of make the decision.
Oh, I got it. Thanks so much, Ed. New at the top of the hour on CBS LA at 5, we are following breaking news in North Hills. Well, there's been a shooting near a middle school and parents are rushing to pick up their children. We will have a very noticeable from the scene. Plus, the quality of life hitting a new low in LA County. What's behind the drop? And why there's no hope. That and much more. New at the top of the hour on CBS LA at 5. Now let's send it over to Amy and Mark.
All right, thank you, Pat. Still ahead, life savings gone in a flash.
Left the bank, sat in my car, and about had a complete breakdown.
Tens of thousands of dollars stolen from her parents' retirement accounts, but wait until you hear who the suspect was.
Okay, YouTube. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow. Happy Wednesday. Have a good middle of your week.
Hi there, Pat.